So we're going live. It's there. So we are live on my Facebook, and I'm going to share this on my Facebook group. Wise, you want to share on your profile? You can do meanwhile as well. I will be sharing on my page, on my group. And today we're going to talk about how to build your online brand and why it's important, what this brand thing means. So many people think a lot of things differently about the brand, and nobody's very clear what is actually a brand is. So yeah. So before even I start, like I feel like I'm stuck here. Wes, can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you. Yeah.
Yeah. See, it's a little behind. So I will be sharing a presentation. I don't know what's going on here. It's duplicating my voice here.
See, the thing is, don't try to be on two things at one time. Like, you're on your Facebook and then you're on Zoom. Just focus on the Zoom, get it done.
Yes. That's the thing. I didn't turn that off. That's why it was happening. Let me go to Zoom thing again here. Here we are. Oh, shit. Got it. Okay. So I think now we are good, right? We're good now? Yeah, I didn't realize Facebook is also open, and then I get confused what's going on my profile here. So we will be talking about building a brand in 5 simple steps, which are 5 steps, but they are not simple actually. There's so much needs to be done to do those, to complete those steps. But like at least when we are aware that there is something that we need to fix or that should be different, then a lot of things are just fixed just by being aware of those things. So Wise, let me ask you actually quickly, why are you putting this suit today for this live?
See, the thing is, it's part of the brand. And if you notice, I am like this on my picture with the thumbs up, right? So this is actually part of the brand. So
Yeah.
I think before even talking about what is branding, I think we need to talk about why a realtor needs to brand his or herself, because
Yeah.
it's important to develop your own niche and recognition, right? So when people look at you, even before they talk to you nowadays, they look up online, they look at your Facebook profile, they look at your LinkedIn profile, they look at your Instagram, they might even have seen your TikTok videos, right? So
yeah.
What is that unique aspect that you are bringing to the table, right? How are you differentiating yourself from the other realtors or brokers, right? So that is what the brand helps to create a uniqueness, a unique selling proposition, something that people can instantly identify with, saying that, oh, you know what, I have seen you on Facebook, or I have seen you on LinkedIn. Oh yes, I know you already, right? So earlier what used to happen is that when we meet people, right, for the first time, you are seeing them for the first time. But nowadays what happens is that you are already seeing them online, and then you will meet them in person.
Yeah.
Right. So I think those are some of the things that are important as to why to create a brand. And now I'll let Huria talk about what is brand.
Yeah. Well, you explain it in a layman language very well, because this is what a layman thinks, and that's also right. But there are more aspect to it, and then I will be just making it, simplifying it more like
Sure.
to understand. Like you've mentioned that when people see you online, then when they meet you in person, oh, this is the person. Like I was there whenever I go SaveMax office, I meet a lot of realtors. They know me through my social media profile, and then oh, this is you. They know me because of my social media profiles. But that is a knowing factor, that they know you. But is it the way you want people to perceive you? It's one thing is what your actual personality is, and one thing is how you want people to see you, like what perception you want to give. So then there is an additional activities and things we have to do, so that one is your own personality plus adding those things that how you want people to perceive when they see you online or meet you in person. And that is when we combine these two things, that become equal to a brand. And then there is an online effect of it and offline as well. Brand is everything. It's not only just online, but I'm because I'm more about online presence and online social media, but it's everything. How you talk, what is the image, how you write, how you communicate with your clients, even online, offline, what experience they have when they deal with you. So all those things combined create an impression about you, which is we call overall is a brand, how people see you. And we all have a brand. Either we do something intentionally or not, but we have a perception that other people have about us. But what I'm talking about, instead of having it generic, like whatever you're throwing without any intention and without any strategy behind, strategize your online presence. Have a clear intention what you want people to perceive about you when they see your profiles online. That's all about. So I will be sharing my presentation about it, and we will quickly go over a few things. I have prepared a very good to the point presentation. And but I would add this, like realtors wear suits, they buy expensive cars. What is the reason behind it? Wise, you can maybe add a little bit to it. Like if like putting a sharp, nice blue suit all the time, you guys choose blue color. Why is the reason you choose blue suits all the time?
See, the color blue is pleasant, right? One thing is a very pleasant color. Apart from that, the color blue identifies with trust.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Trust. And if you notice, some of our big banks also use the color blue, right? If
Yeah.
you notice, RBC, Royal Blue, right?
Yeah.
And BMO also uses blue. So in color blue, there's connotations of security and connotations of trust, right?
Yeah.
So that's just one thing, right?
Yeah, that's just one thing. When we are choosing the colors for our brand, we think about what we want people to feel when they meet or see us online. That's why most of the realtors goes with like go with the blue color, because blue color is like trust, and that's the main factor when you have to choose a realtor. It's the biggest transaction that you have to do. So that's why. And then normally I saw like Remax or SaveMax or big brands like blue with red. Red is like excitement. That's why, like you're going to do a like a buy a home, or like you're gonna be a wealthy or something like that. So blue and red. And then sometimes people who are luxury brands, they want to build, they want a black and gold, they mix gold with it, so giving an online impression of luxury. And then sometimes realtors, most of the time realtors buy high-end cars, they show off on social media. What is the reason? Like maybe you tell me why instead of I saying it.
See, to be honest with you, I used to drive a 2012 Camry, Toyota Camry.
Yeah.
Okay. And when I started the business, and I used to go and show homes in my Toyota Camry. It's a nice car. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
It's a perfectly reliable car, right? And my buyers used to tell me this, saying that, hey, Waiz, that other realtor is showing up in a Mercedes. The other realtor is showing up, in a high-end car. You are my realtor. I want you to come in a nice car. Right? So you are not only reflecting what you want to reflect, but also your client wants to say that my realtor is successful. My realtor drives this luxurious car. So in fact, there was so much pressure from my clients that then I upgraded my car. my mortgage broker used to say, Waiz, what you're driving, right? I said, what's wrong with it? He used to say, come on, all the realtors are driving nice cars. We should have a nice car, right? So to give you the feedback, people expect you to drive a nice car, because that although it might look superficial, it might look like flashy, but so over the years that has become like almost an expectation that a realtor will drive a nice car. He has a nice suit on, you are presentable, you look good, you have invested in yourself.
Yeah.
So that's what it is.
Yeah.
And it becomes a part of your brand as well. how you look, how you dress up, it does become a part of yourself.
Yeah, like we spoken last time, like non-verbal communication. So it's not that you are saying anything, but because of the way you walk, talk, the drive, all the things matter, because nowadays perception is reality. I'm not saying anyone to go sell their old cars and buy a latest new one, but I am just talking about what is the nowadays reality, because when you meet someone, you don't know that person, like what the person is from the heart and all those like inside things, but you have to judge that person and create a perception from whatever the things that are visible to you from your eyes.
There's one more thing, just to note. Remember, Mike Ferry had come over. We had been to his seminar.
Yeah.
So Mike Ferry's boss or broker in those years, in like 1970s or something like that, right? If a salesperson was doing well, what he used to do is that he used to take that salesperson on for lunch, and he used to tell him, leave your car at home. I will pick you up. And he used to take that salesperson, have an excellent lunch, pay for his lunch. Then he used to drive him to a Cadillac dealership and introduce his salesperson who knows Mike Ferry. And he used to say, today, John is going to buy a Cadillac from you. And if he doesn't buy, tomorrow he's fired. Right?
Yeah, that is also true. We have to put ourselves in those situations. Our brain is very smart. It will figure it out, but we have to pressurize ourselves. We have unlimited potential, but when we want to be comfortable, then we don't grow.
That's the key thing I was getting to, is that when he has the high car payment to make, right, he is going to get on the phone and start prospecting and doing his things, because now there's pressure, right?
Yeah.
People perform very well in pressure. Some people don't, but some people really need the pressure to perform well.
Yes. And I myself is the example of that. I will be coming back to the presentation, but I myself is an example of that. That right now I'm having enough business that I cannot have more. So it's a pressure on me now. I'm more organized in my daily routines. I wake up at a certain time. I take care of my health more, because I know I need to have energy, stamina. When I take calls, I don't want to be dead. So I'm prepared ahead of the time. My day is scheduled accordingly, that this time I have to do this. So this is time block. I have to prepare for this call. So we have so much potential, but when we put ourselves, we give ourselves chance, then we figure it out, like what we will be doing with this. And then most of the time we do well. So let me share my screen and I will go over that presentation that I have made quickly. And here it is. And I have made it in Canva, and I will just put it in a present mode. Present. I think I put the wrong one. Give me a minute to escape it. Let's go straight to this slide. Here. Let's see if this happens again. Maybe I have to remove this music from here. Delete. Let's see. Autoplay, first result review. Let's see. Enter full screen mode. Can we see it? Yeah. Waiz, can you see? Yeah. So yeah, these are the 5 steps that I will be sharing here to build your bold brand. I'm specifically talking about online brand. And when we talk about online brand, we talk about our social media profiles, and why building a brand is very important, because nowadays, especially if we talk about where we live in Ontario, there are how many realtors are here? 100K or something like that, around that figure. So competition is huge, and building a brand makes you set apart from the competition, that you look different. You are not just another realtor, But the way you set up your profile, the way you use the words, the taglines, the USPs, the designs and logo you put on online profiles, the interactions you have with your client, the experience they have when they go into your online profile and meet you in person, all those things creates and build a consistent online brand. But all the things should be consistent. It's not like one profile is saying something, one profile is saying something. When they meet you in person, you are saying differently. So everything should work together and it should be intentional. So this is just an example of, if we talk about offline and online, totally what brand is, all those things are the brand. Word of mouth, even your email signature, your newsletter, your blog, your website, everything is a brand, your social media. So now this is what brand is. Who you actually are, plus adding to what you want people to perceive about you. When we combine those two things, then we build a brand. Right? Why is any question about that? Because it's a little tricky here. Like, we are not talking about when you're creating your online profile or putting content to become something else you are not. Stay who you are, whatever your core values are, whichever personality you carry, and whichever way you are confident. But add to it how you want people to see you online. Like, maybe choosing the colors, maybe saying your taglines, maybe using the USPs, maybe sharing your stories that are relevant to the audience that you're working with or you want to work with so they can relate. So you are there, but adding to those things and being intentional, creating your intentional perception. That's what we're talking about is a brand. So what a strong brand is very clear. Whatever the wording you are choosing, that is very clear. Say maybe a tagline that you're choosing. It should be very clear that what you do, how you are different. And then consistency is very important, that all the social media profiles, if we talk about online presence, having the same color, same design, same banner, same taglines, and how you introduce yourself should be the same. I start with the brand video normally. Now I have added this thing when I do brand for some realtors, that this is how you introduce yourself instead of just being unorganized. There is no strategy. Let's create a brand intro video where we say all the good things about you, consistent with all the profiles and taglines and USPs we have created. So everything is like consistent everywhere and compelling. That's why the compelling video, I used compelling word for the video where we put your even story, so that why you are the best realtor, why your offers are better, what guarantees and offers you are saying, and you can offer.
You're absolutely right, Yuria. The key word that you use there is story, right? A lot of people want to know why, like, why you got into real estate.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the story, right? I think it's important for you to share your story, share your why, and share your differentiating factor, right?
Yeah.
And that is where you're going to connect with people. When you share your story and your journey and your why and how you are going to help other people and what you bring to the table and what is your value add, right?
Yeah,
so
for sure.
that
This
is
is
very,
very
very
important.
important.
Yeah. And compelling is all about mostly about your story. And say, let's give an example. If a realtor wants to be known for realtor for immigrants or first time home buyer. So now he can bring up his own story when he was an immigrant or first time home buyer, what the things he'd been through, what was a struggle, what was a problem. So now he can talk about those things because he's targeting the same audience. Now his own story will relate. And that's where we connect and the trust factor builds, because the people want to feel that the other person on the side is able to understand where they are. So that's why it should be consistent, it should be compelling, and it should be clear that this is your audience, this is why you are the best choice for them, and there should be consistency along all the profiles.
And also that helps you with your niche as well, right? If somebody says, I'm a investor focused realtor, right? Then the first question I'm going to ask them is that, are you an investor? Right? If you say you're an investor focused realtor and you're not an investor, then you're not an investor focused realtor.
Yeah.
Right?
You have to show that I've been to your shoe, what we call it, like I've been there. I know how it feels.
Yeah, if you're
that's
a
what I'm
niche,
talking.
yeah, if you're having a particular niche, like if some of my realtor friends, they just do like cottages, right? That's their niche.
Waterfront properties,
Waterfront properties,
like,
that's a niche. Commercial property, that's the niche, right? single family homes,
Yeah.
or duplexes. That's
Yes.
that's the niche, right? So
Actually, how many niches we have in real estate? 30 plus, I guess. I was reading somewhere even
easily,
more than that. But
easily, there's so many
we,
ways a realtor can develop a particular niche, right?
yeah.
The other day I was in a conference, and I had a realtor colleague. He had, his brand was barrier free real estate. I really like that, right? What he was doing, he was focusing with people with, challenges moving, right? Who are on a wheelchair, right? So they can climb stairs, right?
Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
need a
Very
ramp to
nice.
the house, they
Yeah.
need a ramp to
See
the
how
garage.
niche down is this? Yeah.
Niche, right? So niche is very important. So he had created a brand around himself saying that barrier free real estate, talk to Jeff, right? So it's the why, it's how you care, how you add value, how you develop a niche, and how your brand communicates all these things.
Yes. Perfectly said. Perfectly said. Now we will be going to niche thing. So actually, yeah, that is the next slide. The number one thing is choose your niche actually. So niche can be from the angle like waterfront properties, first time buyers, immigrants, buyers. I work with sellers, I'm listing expert, I'm investment, I'm commercial, or there can be anything. Or it can be like area wise as well. Like I'm a Mississauga real estate expert. It can be just an area that you want to work. But there should be something, it should not be very open that I'm a realtor. That's it. You should be having some niche down in whichever angle you think you fit in. From there you create your USPs, because you should have a reason that why you're choosing this niche. When you're talking about that person that was working with the people who was like disabilities, or maybe he has his story around that, maybe that's what he will be bringing up, like maybe his mother or something has
Absolutely.
been going through the challenge because the property they bought were not having those things that motivated him to help those kind of people. So when you have your story that link to your the niche you are selecting, then it's very easy for you to attract the people instead of chase them.
Yeah.
It becomes very easy, like if you have your like, yeah, then from you can create your USPs. What is USPs? Like how you are different as compared to your competitors. What are
Unique
your,
selling
yeah,
proposition, USP.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, that is very important. If you again just a realtor and there is no difference between you and 100K others, why if I have like a one lead and they have to decide out of 10, 15 realtors that this realtor I have to choose, how they will choose, how they will decide, right? So they definitely, if you were that same lead, how you will decide this is the product I have to buy or this is the person I have to work with. You will have a filtration process. So then USPs will help you to be at the top of those 2, 3 realtors, like instead of the like a last one, you can be top two because you are those top two realtors who've been able to create a brand and think about all those things that I'm talking about. You have some USPs that put you apart from rest of the other realtors that lead knows. So a lot of time really, people knows to their own family members or brothers or uncles, but they don't deal with them. They deal with somebody else because this is the biggest decision of their life. And if they feel that this person is able to better handle this transaction, they even don't deal with your family. Well, vice versa. Sometimes they want to support them to deal with them, but we are talking about if the lead does not know you at all or people don't know you at all, how they will choose you and how they will decide you are the best choice. That you have to show them by creating your unique selling propositions or points. We call it different two names. So what that can be, it can be a tagline, it can be a guarantee, it can be an offer, it can be something that you only offer that other not, like it can be a program. Like sometime I create ABC home selling program, I create a 30-day 90-day home ownership guaranteed program, we create them some details. So maybe Waiz 7-step selling listing program, something like that, that uniquely yours. So there are so many angles of it to create USP. So this is a huge topic. I will not go in so many details at it, but in short, this is something that only you can offer that other realtors can't. And one more thing, I know basically all realtors are doing the same things, but sometimes we choose the words differently that it creates a different meaning. Say like from the mortgage angle, you can say like I will help you, like it can be USP. I will help you to qualify for the mortgage. This is a simple way. Now the same word, same line you can use. I have team of top notch local mortgage brokers working locally who specializes in getting qualified immigrants or first time home buyers. It's the same thing. Like I will qualify for the mortgage, but same thing. If we use the better wording, that can be a USP. Top notch local mortgage brokers who specializes in helping immigrant families, immigrant qualified for the mortgage. So it's more specific. It's top notch. It's area focused. So we can even use words differently to make it a USP. That's what point I want to create. And then let's talk about the colors. So now if you have to decide what is more important for you. You want to look trustworthy, you want to look sharp, you want to look luxury. So according to that, the impression you want to create, we choose the colors. We create the logos. And those colors, logos, designs should be consistent on all the social media profiles. So say if you are not using all of that, but basically we use Facebook profile, Facebook page, and Instagram at least. So those three profile, it should be very consistent that you're using regularly. And then for the rest of the profile, you can just have same banners with same colors. So if somebody search it up, it looks same, even you are not posting content on those profiles. So setup should be same at least. It creates so much trust that somebody has put some effort towards their profile and online presence. It makes look you more professional and ready for the business. Fourth step is that we were talking about brand story. So having a brand story which tells how you can connect with your audience is very important, because especially if you're using social media to get more clients or you're generating leads, if you send them when they sign up your intro video, that is within 2 minutes have all the good things about you, who you are, what you do, why you're doing this. And if you have testimonial reviews and share all those things within 2-minute video, then that cold lead will no more be a cold lead. It will be a warm, because they already have an introduction of yours before even you met them in person. So that solves a lot of problem. That's why even you're doing lead generation, you get leads. If you want to have better quality leads and if you want to convert more leads, you should have this brand intro video, because it's your introduction before even you talk and connect with the lead itself. It makes it easy.
I think
there is more conversion.
Video is a great connector, and video is a great trust builder. So I think it makes a lot of sense when you create videos about yourself, about your story, about even getting referrals on video itself, right?
Yeah. Somebody learn more about you, just send that video. This is 2 minutes, just learn who I am, what I do, but like put everything important, highlight. I have templates for this video. If somebody is watching, need that, I can share those templates. So all you have to fill that template and their script is ready for the video. The picture is there.
Sounds good.
And the fifth step is now creating content. Your content you're posting on your social media profile is also a part of your brand. Now, if we talk about, like, we are choosing the niche about first time home buyers. So your content, 70% should be around, I would say 60 to 70% should be around first time home buyers. What struggles, problems they are facing, what kind of plans, if we talk about mortgage, or if there's some incentive government is giving for first time home buyers. If you have some stories, even in the news, something coming about first time home buyers. So your content should be around that and simple. It doesn't mean that you will not be dealing with sellers and other projects or other niches of realtor, but you have to start from somewhere. When those people will trust you, start working with you, they will be referring to other people too as well. And the same people will be sellers in future as well. Same people will be investors as well. Same people will be doing commercial things as well. But to start from somewhere, there should be always a niche. And then you have enough database, you will be getting all kind of business from there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's the 5 main things that you need to focus on. And in content, show your personal life as well, some of your personality. Everybody is not easy to show everything, but whatever you can show, professional and personal life. If you are not comfortable, if you are not comfortable showing your wife or kids or your personal whatever meetings or events or whatever you do in family, whatever you can share, like show your personality, your hobbies, or all the things. And then last one is that if you are damn serious and if you have built all those 5 things I've mentioned, start a show or Facebook group, or start a video series that will put you in a better position, like as a local expert of real estate. Because when you come across and you share value, you give people, you share knowledge, you are there to share resources that you know from your experience, people start trusting you more. But that is something is like once you have done all the 5 other things right, then you go to number 6, because it's so much work. At this point, you will be needing some VAs and times to spend on all those things to organize. It's not something that you can do yourself. You need some professional help, and you need some VAs to do things here. Let's see what is the next slide I have put here. So these are the 5-6 steps.
Yeah. So
And
Huria, branding, we've got some good information there. But can you tell us, how is marketing different than branding? Oh, we lost you.
sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me move this one, then I just tell you that. I'm not able to go to the next slide for some reason. Branding means what image you want to create online. If you suppose you're doing lead generation, you're getting leads, that is the marketing, that you are getting those people who are looking to buy or sell, which kind of campaign, whichever kind of campaign you are running. So you're getting your leads for your real estate business. That is you're doing marketing. Marketing means where buyers and sellers meet. So they're looking to buy or sell, and you are the one going to help them. So we are connecting you with them through leads. But if your branding is intact, is done intentionally in a right way, for those leads, it become very easy to trust you. So branding makes your marketing effort very easy. Sometime if your branding is done right, you don't even need to do so much marketing. People reach out to you themselves organically. So number one step is always building a brand, and then start doing marketing, and then selling. Branding, marketing, and selling. This is the sequence.
Okay.
So brands make marketing easy, and good marketing makes sales easy. That's
absolutely.
I can say that. Yeah, for some reason this is not moving. Let me go to here, Canva again. So like quickly, I will show you 2-3 things more, and that's it. And we talk about strong. This is what we talk about. This is USP we talk about as well. This is one of the
yeah, we spoke about color.
Yeah, this is about the colors, like different brands, which kind of colors they are using. And yeah, that's all. And if you, lastly, I would say there are more things, but let's keep it simple here. If somebody needs my help to build the brand and do these things for them, setting up their online profile, helping them creating their brand story, and because there are so many hidden features, even our social media profiles are having, we are not using. I did a big presentation on Big View other day, and that was like a blast. People send me so many messages. But then Big View reach out to me to do it in like a small workshops, because it was too much knowledge. I spoken about Facebook profile, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram. This all profiles have some hidden features that we are not using. If we use this profile in the right way, not only people will start reaching out to us, but we will be also getting free leads all the time. Like the same thing, free leads, like people are messaging us instead of we paying for ads. And or we can combine both things, and it can be like a bigger effect to get more business, more leads, more deals. But first build your brand, then do the lead generation, do the free lead things as well, and then here you will have so many leads to grow the level you want to grow. And then definitely
at this point, I definitely want to give a personal testimony. Huria has definitely helped me with my brand. If you guys go onto my Facebook and LinkedIn and Instagram, you see the brand is there, the message is consistent. We develop the colors schema, we develop the USP, right? We develop the offer, right? So she has helped me do this very effectively, and people now recognize me when I meet them in the conferences, and otherwise the instant recognition on from social media, right? So thank you, Huria, for doing that. And she's helped many other colleagues of mine as well now are signing up with Huria, right? For the lead gen, for the branding, for the USP, right? So she's helping many people. So if you're watching this and you don't know the next steps, so just book a call with Huria, and she will guide you through this next steps. So guys, this is the time we have to sharpen our axe. I know the market's not doing that great. However, this is the time to sharpen up our skills. Go get a coach, whether it is your sales, go get a coach, your marketing and brand building, go get a coach, or if it's real estate, you want a mentor, come talk to me, right? So this is the time to sharpen up your skills, build your brand, build your USP, overall build yourself so that you are ready when the market, kind of bounces back. You are ready, and people actually call you, and your phone is, constantly ringing, and you don't, have to
Yeah, you
spend
don't know like where your
extra.
next deal is coming from, right? So,
Absolutely.
90% realtor are closing less than 10 deals a year. So now you decide you want to be those 90% or those 10% who are actually, if there is a 90 to 80-20 rule everywhere, but in real estate, I guess is a 10-10-90-10 rule. So if you want to be in 10%, definitely you have to do things differently. You have to stand apart. You have to look different. You have to take serious your branding, and you have to look
Absolutely.
professional. And for Waiz, we have to still do a lot of things for you as well.
Okay.
We have not done a brand intro video, and a lot of other things are still missing. But while I'm growing and learning, I'm helping new clients to
Definitely.
implement more and more things.
Definitely.
So that's all. Reach out to my personal profile. I like to connect personally. So just message me on my Facebook profile. And if I can be helpful and we can be good match of doing something, I will be
Thank
more
you.
than happy.
Thank you, Hira,
to
for
offer you
taking
that.
the time to doing this.
Yeah.
And yeah, hope to
Yeah.
do the next one soon.
Sure. So we will be coming back next week, Wednesday, 2 p.m. And Waiz will be sharing his topic. Waiz, do you have in mind which topic you want to talk next?
Yeah, we've already discussed a few topics. We'll finalize, which one we're going to speak about next, and we go from there.
Okay. Take care and have a
Thanks.
wonderful day,
Thanks
everybody.
for
Take
watching.
care.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.